are a poor man, you will never marry my daughter.
Daddy, please, I really love him and I want to marry him.
In the great kingdom of Oyo, there lived a girl named Olabisi. Her skin shone like polished bronze, and her smile was as bright as the morning sun. People said, Olabisi is the most beautiful girl in all of Oyo. Kings, princes, and rich traders rode from far places just to see her. Her father was proud and said, "Whoever marries my daughter must pay the biggest bride price ever seen." Everyone in the village talked about it. They said her dowry would buy 10 farms, 20 cows, and a house made of shining stone. But Olabisi did not smile when she heard this. She did not want a rich stranger. She wanted something else. She wanted love. At night, when the moon was soft and round, Olabisi sat by her window. She watched the stars and whispered, "I don't want gold. I don't want cows. I just want someone who is kind to my heart." Her best friend Damalola shook her head. "Your father will never agree," she said softly. "He wants the richest man in the land." Olabisi sighed. Her heart felt heavy, like a stone in a basket. She wondered, is there a way for a girl like me to choose love instead of money? The next week, the compound was full of visitors. One prince came with 5 drummers and 7 dancers. They beat their drums loudly and shouted Olabisi's name. He brought gold, bright clothes, and a horse as white as salt. Another man, a rich trader, brought bags of cowries, baskets of cloth, and servants carrying gifts. Everyone said, "Say yes, say yes." But when Olabisi looked into their eyes, she saw pride, not kindness. Her heart stayed quiet. It did not dance. She bowed politely, but inside she whispered, "No, this is not the one." One evening, Olabisi sat with her father under the big mango tree. The air smelled of smoke and roasted yam. She took a deep breath and asked, "Baba, why must I marry the richest man? Why can't I marry someone my heart chooses?" Her father frowned. "My child," he said, "a rich husband means a safe life. You will never be hungry. You will never suffer." Olabisi looked at him with gentle eyes. "But Baba," she replied, "what if my heart suffers? What if I am rich, but not happy?" Her father did not answer. He just looked away, thinking. The next day, Olabisi went to the market with Damalola. They laughed and walked between stalls of peppers, yams, and bright cloth. Suddenly, an old woman's basket broke, and her oranges rolled everywhere. People stepped aside, but one young man ran forward to help. He knelt down, picking up the oranges carefully so none would spoil. "Mama, don't worry," he said with a warm smile. Olabisi watched him. His clothes were simple and he had dust on his feet, but his eyes were gentle. When he looked up and their eyes met, Olabisi felt her heart skip like a little goat. His name was Ayodele. Olabisi and Damalola helped too. Together they picked up all the oranges. The old woman blessed them. "Good children," she said, "may kindness follow you." After she left, Ayodele smiled shyly at Olabisi. "Thank you," he said. "Most people walked past." Olabisi smiled back. "You were the first to help," she answered. They talked as they walked through the market. Olabisi learned he was a woodcarver. His father was gone, and he cared for his mother and little sister. He was poor in money, but rich in kindness and hard work. Olabisi liked the way he listened when she spoke. Days passed. Olabisi found reasons to go to the market more often. She bought small things she didn't really need, just to pass by Ayodele's stall. He carved birds, drums, and tiny talking drums from wood. Sometimes they talked about the sky, the farm, and funny stories from the village. Sometimes they said nothing, just smiled. Olabisi felt light when she was with him, like the wind was lifting her up. One day, he gave her a small wooden bird. "So you will remember me," he said. She held it close and whispered, "I will never forget." One evening, Ayodele walked Olabisi halfway home. The sun was orange and the air was soft. "Olabisi," he said slowly, "I know I am not rich. I have no cows, no big house, but I have a heart that loves you. I want to marry you one day, if you will accept me." Olabisi's heart danced. "Ayodele," she replied, "I love you too, but my father wants a rich man. Our love will be a big battle." Ayodele's face fell for a moment, but then he stood tall. "If the battle is for love," he said, "then I will fight with respect and truth." That night, Olabisi decided to speak to her mother first. In the warm kitchen, while they pounded yam, she said, "Mama, there is someone I love. His name is Ayodele. He is kind, but he is poor." Her mother stopped pounding. "Olabisi," she whispered, "you know your father's plans. He wants a rich man for you." Olabisi nodded. "I know, Mama, but gold cannot hug you when you cry. Money cannot make you laugh like a friend." Her mother's eyes softened, but fear sat on her face. "Your father will not like this," she warned. "Be ready." The next day, Olabisi's mother told her father. His voice shook the compound. "A poor woodcarver?" he shouted. "Never! My daughter will not suffer. Have I labored all these years for nothing?" Olabisi knelt before him. "Baba, Ayodele is honest and hard-working. He will care for me. Please, just meet him." Her father's eyes were angry. "No," he said. "I will not bless this. Forget him. A rich suitor is coming next week. Prepare yourself." Tears filled Olabisi's eyes, but inside, her love stood strong like a tree in the wind. When Ayodele heard what happened, he did not run away. Instead, he washed his clothes, cleaned his sandals, and went to Olabisi's home with his heart in his hands. At the gate, the guards frowned, but Olabisi's mother allowed him in. He bowed low before her father. "Baba," he began, "I know. I am poor, but I am not lazy. I love your daughter, and I will work all my life to care for her." Olabisi watched with a beating heart. Her father looked him up and down and said nothing for a long time. Finally, her father spoke. "Love is sweet on the tongue," he said, "but marriage is hard work. If you are serious, you will face the elders." He called the village elders to sit in a circle under the big tree. They asked Ayodele many questions. "Can you feed a family? What will you do when there is no money? Will you honor your wife?" Ayodele answered calmly. "I will farm. I will carve. I will never stop trying. I will treat her with respect, even when I am tired." The elders nodded slowly. They could see truth in his eyes. One wise elder turned to Olabisi's father. "My friend," he said, "we have seen rich men who beat their wives and drink away their wealth. We have seen poor men who grow strong farms with their hands and love their families well. Money is good, but character is better." Another elder added, "Your daughter is not a goat to be sold to the highest buyer. She is a person with a heart. Listen to her too." Olabisi's father looked at his daughter. She was not a little girl anymore. She was a woman with tears in her eyes and love in her hands. That night, Olabisi's father sat alone, thinking. He remembered his own youth, when he had loved Olabisi's mother with an empty pocket and a full heart. The next morning, he called everyone together. "Ayodele," he said, "you cannot pay the biggest dowry in Oyo, but I have seen your courage and your respect. If you promise to care for my daughter and never stop working, I will bless this marriage. Your dowry will be your good name, your hard work, and your love." Tears of joy flowed. Olabisi hugged her father. Ayodele bowed low, his heart shining like the sun. The wedding day came. There were drums, dancing, and bright clothes everywhere. People whispered, "This is the girl who chose love over money." This is the man who proved that kindness is worth more than gold. Olabisi and Ayodele stood side by side smiling. They did not have the richest house, but their home was full of laughter, respect, and warm food shared with love. In time, other parents in Oyo began to think differently too. They remembered that true wealth lives in the heart, not only in the pocket. If you enjoyed Olabisi and Ayodele's love story, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to know that true love is worth more than money.